Faith Church, hope you're well. It's Friday, May 6th, and I am back from Kenya. Really appreciate the prayers and encouragements of many of you as I was over there with a group of other folks trying to work on establishing a torchbearers school in Kenya. Um, look forward to opportunities to share more with you about that endeavor, and we made some great progress. Sunday, I'll be back with you, and I'm excited to do so. I'm going to be preaching, continuing through Matthew's Sermon on the Mount, Jesus' teaching, and we are in chapter 7, verses 1 to 6. And we're looking at a text that is, I don't know if it's the most misinterpreted text in the Bible, but it's on the list. Jesus speaks there about judgment. And he begins by saying, "Do not judge others, or you too will be judged in the same way." And um, two things. One, this is really hard to not do. It is so easy for me, I'm guessing for you as well, to pass judgments on people without much information. We do this all the time, and it's easy to do, and Jesus knows it. And part of what's happening here is the last couple chapters, the first two-thirds of the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus has given us a high calling as disciples in the way we're to live. And what happens is when we begin to follow Christ and begin to live in his ways, it can easily lead to this attitude of superiority. But listen, I'm doing the things Jesus wants me to do, and I begin to look at other people who are not, perhaps, at least from what I can tell, my limited perspective, and I begin to feel superior. Look down on other people, even make judgments on their standing before God. And so I think this is partly why Jesus gives this warning here. Listen, as you seek to follow after me, don't be looking at others and passing judgments on them. Where this text gets misinterpreted, and I'll talk about this Sunday, is that we think it means we should never make any judgments about anybody ever. And I don't think that's right. I don't think Jesus says that, and he doesn't even say it in this text. And so Sunday, we're going to really look carefully about what is he teaching us here? And there's a real difference here between the kind of judgments that we have to make in a community as parents, as friends, as employees, as employers. I mean, we always have to make, we're always having to make judgments about people's character and their reliability and faithfulness and so on. But there's a specific kind of judgment, a condemning judgment that he is warning us against here for good reason, because we are all susceptible to it. Really would encourage you to spend a little bit of time in this text before Sunday, read it, reflect on it, pray through it, and then come and let's think together about what Jesus is saying to us here. It's also, of course, Mother's Day Sunday, so encourage you to be thinking about not just moms, but the women in your life who you can honor. And we will do our best to do so. Looking forward to being with you wherever you are today. I pray God's blessing on you, that you would know the peace and love of Christ and the Father's love as your Father, that you are his beloved son and daughter, and also the community, the fellowship of the Spirit. Peace.